Undoubtedly, speaking part 3 is the toughest part in IELTS speaking. And that's why in this video, I'm gonna tell you some strategies that will make the part 3 the easiest part for you. So let's start with the first thing to do, which is idea generation. Nearly every student struggles with this part, and that's idea generation, because thinking of ideas at that time is difficult. So you should practice common as well as uncommon topics. Common topics include job, childcare, government, culture. And you should be practicing uncommon topics like space exploration, import-export, army, genetic engineering, and these. Also, you should have knowledge about the uncommon topics. Without knowledge, how can you answer the uncommon topics? So gather knowledge from Wikipedia, ChatGPT, Google Chrome. Moreover, buying time is also very important. Remember that if you hesitate for ideas, your band score won't reduce, as mentioned in the band 9 descriptors. So in order to buy time, you can just ask the examiner to repeat the question. Like this. Could you please repeat the question? Could you please say that again? Or you can just start your answer with a sentence like this. I've never thought of it, but when I come to think of it, and then you explain. This way, you'll find some time to think. And don't just ask the examiner to repeat again and again and again. Use it only once. And when saying, could you repeat that question? You don't focus on the question. In that time, you focus on finding the idea for your answer. Now that you've bought some time and thought of an idea, you should answer these questions in 3 to 5 sentences, minimum 3 sentences, because these questions are meant to be longer than the part 1. And they will be all general questions, not any personalized question, okay? Not anything about you. So you start the answer with a topic sentence, like directly answer the question, and then you explain in 2 to 3 lines. You can also give an example, but out of 5 questions, like suppose you were asked 5 questions, you give an example in 2 or 3 at the maximum. Don't go on give an example in every single question. Is family important in your country? Definitely. Just like in any other country, the people in my country value their family a lot. In fact, they put their family ahead of everything else, and they believe that family comes first. They would cross every line to protect their family, and I'm so proud that the family life in my country is so strong. So here first I've given a topic sentence by agreeing, and then I've explained it. See here that I didn't give any example. Here is another answer with an example. Is there any violence at sporting events in your country? To be honest, it's quite rare. However, there is violence among fans of two opposite teams, and that violence is usually physical instead of verbal. Just like 2 to 3 years ago at Gaddafi Stadium, the fans of two competing teams got into a fight, and they got severely injured. Since then, the security at Gaddafi Stadium has been quite tight. So here I gave a topic sentence by disagreeing, it's quite rare, and then I explained it and I gave an example of Gaddafi Stadium. Now comes the worst case scenario in which you don't have any knowledge, you don't have any idea. So what to do? Remember, IELTS is not a knowledge test, it's a speaking test. So if you don't know the answer to a question, you can simply disagree, but there is a way to disagree. Don't say, I don't know. This I don't know is not enough for you to express your English language. Instead, say something like this. Why do you think the trend of nuclear families is increasing in Pakistan? Now, nuclear families is a word that most of you might be unfamiliar of, and it means a family in which the parents and children live. So they might just get confused, they don't have any ideas. So here is what you should be saying. Actually, I have never heard the term nuclear family, but I believe it's something related to family as the term suggests. So I suppose in that case, as the family system in Pakistan is falling apart, the trend of nuclear families is getting promoted. But to be honest, I don't have much knowledge regarding this topic. Therefore, in this way, you just said I don't know. But this way, the examiner can judge you by your English speaking skills. So whenever you don't know the answer, just elaborate that meaning of I don't know. So these were the tips for part 3. And if you follow these tips, your speaking band score will dramatically increase. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs